Good morning from Hanoi Old Quarter. This is the second time I've been in Hanoi now. I was here just over a week ago. I spent like a week here, just in the old quarter. Didn't leave the old quarter, didn't go and see any landmarks, no historical stuff, just stayed in the old quarter. I mean, you've got everything you need here. You've got great food, awesome bars. It's a really cool little place. Yeah, so I stayed here for a week. I nipped down to Da Nang, did another border run, and I got back yesterday. So today we're going to jump on Nancy and we're going to have a look at a couple of things. Oh, it's hot today. I know I've been saying this the whole time I've been out here, but it is hot in Hanoi. The other day when I was here last, one day it was 39 degrees and 91% humidity. Warm. But okay, let's jump on Nancy and go see some stuff. We are now at Hoan Kiem Lake. Hanoi has a couple of lakes, but this is just on the edge of the old quarter. And as you can see, there is not just one pagoda in it. There are actually two pagodas in it. And legend says that many years ago, one of the old emperors of Vietnam owned a magical sword, which he used to defeat the Chinese with and gain independence for Vietnam. And one day when him and his wife were out on the lake, a magical turtle appeared and he decided to throw the sword back into the lake, and it was never seen again. And there we have Hanoi Opera House. It's an old French colonial building, and construction started on this building in 1901. Alright, we are now at the Imperial Citadel of Thang, which was built in the 11th century. Up until then, this was the main part of the Dai La Citadel, which stood between the 7th and 9th century AD and was directly run by the Chinese at the time. So let's go and take a little look around. On your way in, you have this main drag with all these lanterns, which is pretty cool. And you can see parts of the Citadel just in the background there. It wasn't expensive to get in here either. It cost me 30k for a ticket, which is £1 or about $1.50. So that's pretty cool. And there we have a little map of the place. Doesn't look to be that big actually, but we'll go and have a look. And this is the south gate. That's pretty cool. Just gonna take a little walk up to the top of the south gate now. Check this part out. And that's the little building on top of the south gate. Wonder if we can get up to that level. Let's go and have a look. Can we? No. No stairs. But plenty of flags. And that's the view. That's pretty nice. Well, there wasn't that much to see up there, apart from that, really. But there's another little walkway down here. So we'll go down here, and hopefully there's some more to check out. Because it'd be quite disappointing if that's all it was here, was just that south gate. So hopefully there's some more stuff. And this part is quite pretty though, because you've got all these things hanging up alongside, which is quite nice. Alright, there is another little area here. You have a giant bell, and what looks like behind me there, like a giant drum. So let's go and check that out. Yeah, there are a couple more buildings. Oh, right, and a shrine. Check that out now. One of these things, what would you call that? An urn? I'm guessing. Yeah. Big drum. Yep. That is a big drum. And it's got a big turtle front. Alright, I'm going to read off the plaque now, the significance of the turtle. In Oriental culture, the turtle is among the 4 holy beasts guarding the 4 directions, namely dragon, quillin, turtle, and phoenix. Also the holy animal, bringing good omens and representing longevity, sustainability, and peace of one nation. Many stories involving the sacred golden turtle were written in Vietnamese history, such as the turtle god helping King An Duong Vuong finish the construction of Ko La ancient citadel, or King Leloy returning from Tuan Tien's sword, or returning the Tuan Tien sword to the golden turtle after winning the war against the Ming invaders, which is the story I told you about of Hoan Kiem Lake. That's where the turtle and the sword was. Alright, cool. That is the state treasure, the staircase, and the dragon-shaped handrails of the Kin Dien Palace, which was built in the 15th century. And I'm just going to read from the information again. The handrails were constructed along the two sides of the main staircase leading to the Kintian Palace, the most important palace in a system of royal palaces in the Forbidden City in Thang in the Lei dynasty. The middle staircase has two dragon-shaped stone handrails, while the two other staircases have dragon cloud handrails. The middle staircase was for the king only. That's cool. The motifs of 5 poor dragons and the dragon-like clouds that are decorated on the handrails all represent the power of the king. So that's pretty cool. Kings have walked up there. All the way along this part behind me, it's got these like placards with lots of children's games on them, like marbles and spinning tops and things like that. Check these out. So you've got game of marbles, game of rubber elastic bands. They flick them into a little square. It says one player should have at least 10 elastic bands. The leader will gather all elastic bands from other players, then he or she tosses the bands into the air so they fall into different positions on the ground. Afterwards, the leader uses one finger to flip his or her band onto the other's elastic bands, so those bands will be theirs. So you have to capture other people's elastic bands, and if you miss, it's someone else's turn, and the one with the most elastic bands wins. That's pretty cool. I've never heard of that game before. Like a game of squares where they use little pebbles, and of course jump rope. Catch the ball or bamboo jacks. We used to have this game when I was a kid. It was called jacks. I think pick up sticks is another name for it as well, but yeah, you've got to toss the ball up into the air and then pick up the sticks. Hit the bottle. Now I've seen the kids play this in the street. They just put like a random empty plastic bottle in the street and then just chuck their shoes at it, which is really cool. And then last but not least, tug of war. I think it's pretty cool that you have certain games that are very unique to certain places around the world, but then you have games, you know, of course, like jump rope and stuff like that are, well, they're games the kids play like all over the world. But yeah, the throwing the shoes at the bottle, I'm not sure if they play that in any countries, but they don't play that back home. So I'd say that was a bit unique to Vietnam. And there you have what's called a GAZ-69, which was used by the Vietnamese People's Army. I think it was used by high-ranking officers and stuff like that. And right next to that, this old boy here. Look at that. That's cool. Seems like you can see the interior now. That's cool. And that is an old UAZ 469. It's a Russian-made car, manufactured from 1973, and they replaced the old GAZ. Okay, we're now in the office of General Van den Noon. Here's those old telephones, man. Cool. Oh. And that's the General's battle dress. Cool. So you've got pictures from the liberation of Thang and the liberation of Hue and the Central Highlands as well. Cool. Love all these old pictures. Xin chào. Very nice, friendly gentleman there. Very cool. Newspapers. It's a paper about the first successful session of the 6th National Assembly, July the 3rd, 1976. It is the historic GL. Senior Lieutenant General John Von Trapp about the happenings in the Ho Chi Minh campaign. Awesome. Okay, I came around the corner and saw this. We must definitely go down there. That is Trench D67 for the Central Army Party Committee. So, let's get down here and check this out. Oh, it's actually quite nice and cool because it's very hot outside. Oh, look at that big metal door. Technically like a bunker. Communication stuff. Like a boardroom. Various maps on the wall. Love these old military maps. as you come out, you've got this really cool old looking French colonial building. There's actually quite a few places closed off and some places under construction, so yeah, there are quite a few places you can't go into. So I think that's pretty much all we can do here. So on to the next place. We are now at a place called Westlake. Yep, you guessed it. It's a lake. Hanoi's got quite a few lakes actually. This is quite a big one, to be fair. I came to check this one out yesterday and thought, oh yeah, you know, I'll ride around it. It took me a good hour or so to ride all the way around it, because yeah, it's a big boy. And then it goes all around there, round behind there, and round back behind that point, all the way along there, and round that corner there as well. So I think I was somewhere over there yesterday, just sitting by the side of the river, stopped, had a fresh fruit smoothie. There was an old gent fishing next to me and stuff. Fair play, while I was sitting there, he caught absolutely massive fish. So that was cool. But yeah, this is quite a cool place. And we are now back in the old quarter again. I've come back to, I wouldn't say my coffee shop, but it's a coffee shop that I seem to come back to all the time, for a cafe denda, which is black coffee with ice, and it's just an awesome people watching spot because it's right opposite City Gate, and there's just so much going on. There's Nancy. Hello, Nancy. But yeah, it's such a great people watching spot. Old Town the old quarter dates back to the 11th century and consists of 78 streets in total, over a square kilometre, and is split up into 10 wards. And the unique thing about the old quarter is all the streets are split up into trades or guilds. So in one street you'll have jewelers, next street you'll have tailors, another street it's just all metal stuff there, metal street, and sale street. Back in the day they used to make sales there, but now it's mainly sort of like sweet stuff and confectionery. There's so much to see and do in Hanoi, like just museums alone. You've got the Women's Museum, the Museum of Ethnicity, you have the museum at the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, which I just went to, but I totally lost track of time and it was closing, so unfortunately I missed out on that. There's so much to see here. You simply just could not fit it all in one day. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to head off, go grab a quick banh mi because I am famished, and then head off over to Train Street and see if we can catch a train coming past. Right, so we are coming to get the banh mi. You can see the dude in the background just making it for me. It is called Housebread 48, and as you can see it is pretty cheap. It's around 20k per banh mi, which works out at 70 pence or $1 basically. And have the stall there, but yeah, keep coming back to this place because it's cheap and it's really tasty. So you can't fault that, really. And there you go. It's the banh mi. That was like 20k, and they always give you a free banana as well. So yeah, that's 20k. A really, really tasty pork banh mi and a banana. Alright, we are now at Train Street. You used to be able to just walk up onto Train Street, find a cafe or a bar and just walk in, sit down. But a couple of years ago, some numpty got a bit too close to the train when he was trying to take pictures and got hit by the train. So, as you can see behind me, there's a police officer sitting there, stopping people from just walking up. And you've got a bunch of people from the cafes now. They come and they get you and they walk you up the Train Street. So let's go check that out. Alright, so that's the entrance to Train Street. And you walk up here. And you can walk up here. Good, let's just walk up. Okay, so I wasn't stopped. I think somebody might. There's always time. We'll find somewhere now where we can go. Okay, let's keep walking then. Find a little place up here. Where are we going? Let's pick one of these. Seems a bit fuller the further up you go. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that'll hold. Alright, so we found the place. Sat down. It's Train Street there. And as you can see, it was good timing because it's just started tipping it down the road. So yeah, no one stopped me, police, cafe owners or anything. You know, just did what I normally do. Just walk up somewhere with brass balls like you're supposed to do it and like you're supposed to be there. And a lot of the time no one stops you because they assume you know what you're doing. We're on Train Street. It's about 7:15 right now, and the train is due at like 7:45, so we'll sit here for half hour, have a beer, and wait for the train. Alright, here comes the train. Okay, so the train didn't turn up, but well, this is such a pretty little street at night. I mean, look at that. How lovely is that? You know? Oh, you can see the light in there as well. Okay, so the train is actually coming now, I think. Okay, so apparently here it comes. Inside more. Okay. Behind it. You can sit down here. Alright. I think I can see the lights. Yeah. Here she comes. waited here for like an hour and a half for this. But look at the lightning kicking off as well. Alright. Train Street, Hanoi. Look at the people in front touching the train. And yeah, I'm about 2 feet away from this. Oh, that was loud. And there we go. Yeah. Fair play, that was weird. Yeah. We know it's just a train, but that was cool as hell. I've wanted to see that for so long. I finally saw it. That's awesome. Bucket list stuff. Nice. Fair play, that was awesome. I know it's just a train, but that's something I've wanted to do for such a long time. And like the buzz around here at the moment is amazing. Everyone's just so excited to see it, and like the atmosphere was electric. Do you know what I mean? Everyone whooping and cheering, and now everyone's out in the street taking photos. That was awesome. Awesome. Now I just gotta walk back down the tracks, back to Nancy, and just get back to the hostel while there's a little break in the rain. But yeah, this has been an awesome experience. Really surreal, you know, after seeing it in videos and in photos and stuff, and then just actually being here. Awesome. Just awesome. Oh man, Hanoi is the most amazing place. As you maybe can tell, I'm not in Hanoi at the moment. I was editing this video. I realised I didn't do an outro like I usually do. So answers on a postcard to get amongst it. Where do you think I am? Or just put comments. Anyway, oh my god, Hanoi is a sick place, man. I rode Nancy all the way to Hanoi. Just parked Nancy up my bike. Didn't get back on it for like a week. First day I got to Hanoi, I spent about 6 or 8 hours just walking around the old borough. That place is amazing. It's a proper assault on the senses. If you want to like bustle. But of course it's Hanoi. So I loved Hanoi. Hanoi was a great city. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say it, but pardon my punnage. Hanoi rocks. Myself. But yeah. Would I go back? I was there for nearly a month before I came to where I am right now. Would I go back? Yeah, I
didn't leave for ages, so I'm gonna stop babbling. I'm gonna say cheers, yo, or yadida. If you've watched to the end, that's amazing. If you could absolutely just like boop the like button and comment as well, because that would get my videos around the YouTube algorithms. But anyway, just subscribe. Maybe. Yeah, Hanoi is awesome. Come here. Not that.